Hello, everybody. Welcome back to After Effects. So what we're going to be looking at today is doing just some simple video animation. So we're going to take a video clip and we can actually slide it or rotate it or scale it in our viewport and kind of make a montage type thing is what we're going for here. So what I'm going to do is I have these three clips from the Street Fighter 6 beta. So I'll be using these. I really like Street Fighter, so I just happen to have some of these clips around. So that's what I'm using. So what I'm going to do is I have to make a new composition. Now, when we make a composition, we can either make it from the footage we have, or we can make a new one and declare what we want the resolution to be, et cetera, et cetera. If we do it from footage, it's going to keep whatever these settings are. So these, for instance, are 1280 by 720. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to drag it onto the new composition. Okay, and there it is, right there. And now it's actually sitting there, so that way we can mess with it. And I'll go ahead and turn the audio off on that one. So that way when we hit play, we don't have to hear it. Okay, now for animating of videos, all we're gonna do is open up this chevron and go to our transform, and then we have position. Okay, so position is where where it is on the screen. So you can see if I move it, those values change. Now it's interesting, if I hold shift, when I start moving and I hold shift, it locks it down to that axis, so I can only move it left or right, which is really handy. Okay, so what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and first thing I'm going to do is scale this down. All right, so you can see that it's not scaling uniformly. So to fix that again, what we're going to do is I'm going to start scaling and then hold shift, and that's going to lock it down. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and move it over here. So this is where it's starting. We'll have it start there. All right, let's go ahead and pull in another one right here. I'll go ahead and scale it down as well. Okay, so you can see it's almost the same. There we go. And now they're the same. Okay, and then of course the last one, I'll bring it in. And again, we're going to scale this down. So you can either just kind of do it by hand, or you can just type in the value if you know what it is, which is 38.8. Okay, and I'll put it over here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put down like a title, some text here so that way we can see it. Text. Okay, so we have to add text now. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and make like a new layer. So I'm going to go ahead and close these chevrons real fast just so it's not quite so hard to read. I'm going to right click, new text. We're just going to call this Street Fighter 6. Whoops. Street Fighter 6 beta. Okay, all right, so I just put that in place. Now I want to move it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it. So I'm just gonna click and drag and I'll put it like right there. There we go. So now that's just gonna be sitting up there. Let's go ahead and animate this first one. So I'm gonna go to my position and I'm going to click on this keyframe here. So now you can see that it put a little keyframe in there. So we'll go to like 12 seconds. Okay. Oh, whoops, it's still trying to make my text layer. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this in. We'll go ahead and have it kind of slide down there. There we go. So now it's going to kind of come in and slide down to the corner. And now I'm going to have the other one come in as well. So I'll click on the next one here. I'll go to position. And then I'm going to slide this. So this will be like it to 18 seconds. Okay. So now if we hit play, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So you can see them coming in and animating and just kind of sliding around as we go through. And of course, I'll go ahead and do this last one. So we want it to come in about 14. So position. And of course, this one will end at 29. Okay, but I'm going to do a little bit of a different trick on this one. I'm going to go ahead and keyframe the scale as well. So that way when it comes in, I can go ahead and make it pretty big. Right, so now it's scaled up. So now it should come in and scale up at the same time. So if I hit play, everything comes in. There's that clip playing, and then the next one should start coming in. There it is, right there. And of course, you could keyframe the text moving and all of that stuff. So you can keyframe kind of everything. So this one's going to be scaling at the same time that it moves. So it kind of looks a little weird. I probably could have had it move and then scale, but it's kind of doing them at the same time. So that's just something that you'll need to kind of be cognizant of as you're messing with it. So what I want you to do is I want you to essentially recreate this, but with your own clips. So I want you to make like a little montage with animated clips of, a game, a movie, whatever you want. Just kind of putting something together and animating those clips and doing that. And then you're going to have to render it. So I'll go over rendering in the next video.